Well, sir, once again, so sorry about the whole network issue, but at least we are back. You see, they always know how to do one or two things to stop vital information from reaching you. And so continuation from where I stopped before I was unpleasantly interrupted by the network. And so, like I said, in the midst of the whole process, you have people like China Sanguru coming to tell you that, oh, everybody criminalizing Biafra restoration project, we are doing kidnapping, you are doing this. And then one begin to wonder, as then the African rep, I have received series of information of China Sanguru atrocities in Igbo land. For instance, using Anambra State as a case study. The three senatorial coordinator of Anambra State, within 2014 to 2017 and thereabout, Chijioke Otaji, Ndonesoku and more, China Sanguru gave order that Obase, head of the Lion Squad, should bury these people alive. Chijioke is still there. He was beaten to the extent that he almost had mental problem, because only God knows what they hit him in the head. More and Indonesia, I think one of them has passed on recently. Orders were given that they should be buried alive. And when this information came to me, I called Obase. Who gave you such an order to bury IPOB member alive? He said it's Chinasa. I asked Chinasa, who gave you such order? He said it's Onyendu Kano. Then they are the one now trying to tell you who is a criminal. One of the communal crisis between Izi Iku is our people in Ebonyi State. These are some of the atrocities of Nnamdi Kanu. And now they are distracting you. Oh, he's sick. Oh, help him, bail him, release him. In DSS custody or free, Nnamdi Kanu career for freedom fighting is over. You will see the truth, because that is the only thing we represent. And so if you love your people, observe them and don't be part of this, their criminality. All the atrocity they've committed in time past, kidnapping, beheading, human trafficking, and the rest of it, they want to push it on Simeon Ekpa. But I'm happy Simeon Ekpa knows the game. And so they are not going to succeed easily. Simeon Ekpa is a criminal, has collected his own share. He will do his bidding. He want the money coming. And then Nnamdi Kanu sit back, hide behind the scene, and make use of all of you. And now let us continue so you will understand the mess we have placed ourselves in. We are talking about Nenayanya, one of the ignorant Mugu of Nnamdi Kanu. What do they call him? Is it Ikenga in South Africa? Told you Nenayanya an account. But the question is, first of all, who is Ikenga? Because as the African rep, he was not even a member of IPOB there. And so you should be wary. Most people who are foolishly being used by Nnamdi Kanu at this stage don't even know anything about IPOB. These are the same people who will come and judge you and tell you how IPOB is when they know nothing about it. And now Nenayanya, Ikenga rather, receiving information from Chike Doziem, have to expose Nenayanya. And let's look at the issue of Nenayanya. Nenayanya is the head of finance. Nenayanya is Nnamdi Kanu auntie. Nenayanya and Nnamdi Kanu are the only two people who know the whereabouts of all the millions. When I mean know, completely know. Each continental rep, each national coordinator have a sectional knowledge of the money we have. Only Nenayanya and Nnamdi Kanu knows all the money, not even Uche Mefode. And so how will Ikenga, who does not know anything about IPOB structure, have this vital information? And nobody knows this information except Chike Doziem, member of the then DOS. In other words, if I look at every member of the DOS at this moment, nobody knows anything about Nayanya, except 2 people as we speak. And these 2 persons are Tony Nzulumike and Chika Edoziem. Tony Nzulumike will not betray Nayanya because Tony Nzulumike is the man friend of Nayanya. Ask China Sanworu. Ask China Sanworu. China Sanworu actually told me that because Tony Nzulumike and Nayanya have turned our embassy supposedly in Germany to a chalet, that is why they close it down. You know, you are a Mugu, so you don't ask, where is our office in embassy in Germany? They don't talk about it again. Now the Kano, according to China Sanworu, have to shut it down because Tony Nzulumike and Nayanya have turned it to chalet. Ask China Sanworu. That is the holy man, oh. So, Tony Nzulumike will not give such information to Ikenga based on relationship. And then, Chika Edoziem is the chameleon, trying to blackmail everybody. I am still trying to find out what they are looking for. Because if they think we are going anywhere, they are joking. And those of you who are irritated and you don't want to hear this truth, somehow you think you can shut up. My brother, fasten your seatbelt will go nowhere. You will not understand. And so Chika Edoziem sold out Nayanya. Because Nayanya is very greedy. He has to eat all the money alone. Where is Ego Edozi Obodo? Ego Ibanko, 1 and 2. Ego Muada, Ego Muwanye, Ego Muoko, asylum money. Where are all these levy going to Nayanya? As I speak till today, I receive update of monthly due coming from within African country. Till tomorrow, where are all this development money? They are investing it, Nnamdi Kanu is investing it, and they are telling you they are hungry. Nayanya, Nnamdi Kanu, work on this finance and make sure that if you want to get problem, get involved with IPOB finance. That is when you become demon. You will be you will be criminalized. Don't try it. Don't ask sensible question. Just be a Mugu. And it's trending Mugu market. Now we're calling in Nanya criminal. The day you will ask Nnamdi Kanu, give account of your stewardship, most of you will be ashamed of yourself. Where are our money now? Over 10 years, all the contribution. Tell Nnamdi Kanu to print out an audit, financial audit. Nnamdi Kanu have audited us in Biafra land. Darlington and the sister, what is this girl's name? Amarachi. They were in charge of auditing. They have audited everything auditable. So if ordinary local boys without a high level of education can give account of their stewardship, how money was paid in and how money was spent, they were handed over to Amarachi and Darlington as they hot, as they pepper. Why would Nnamdi Kanu, as brilliant and intelligent as she is, Nayanya, our own Okonji Uwala, as brilliant, why are they running away from discussing financial issue? Remember, without money, we will not be able to do much. The money we have contributed and given to Nnamdi Kanu under the custody of Nayanya is enough to empower the next generation, empower them to one end alone to be able to do this without much struggle. But what have we done? We have impoverished all of them. We have weakened all of them. And now we want to send them back into the prison of fear. And so noble men who want to stand up to speak the truth can no longer say the truth. Why? China Sanworu is going to give instruction for them to be killed. Simeon Ekpa is going to give instruction for them to be killed. Nnamdi Kanu is going to give instruction and betray them to Nigerian government. And so many other idiots are going to play the role. And you see, you'll be glad and say, oh, you are a saboteur, you are a saboteur. And I repeat, I am happy today that I have supported Nnamdi Kanu in the quest for this restoration of Biafra more than all of you. Because I see only very few men that can stand where I stood. And if I change today, You should go back and begin to ask yourself questions. And so if Kanunennaya is a thief, a criminal, embezzling our money, as purported by Ikenga, God knows where Nnamdi Kanu brought them. What about Nnamdi Kanu, the custodian? What about Nnamdi Kanu as the African rep and at the same time the deputy state coordinator of IPOB Rivers State? I am privileged to every information in Africa. There was a time the 13 states supposedly that make of Biafra were asked to pay 3 million each for transmitter. Rivers State paid their 3 million. Anambra State paid their 3 million. About 3 states were able to, no, 5 states, Enugu paid their 3 million. Ebonyi paid their 3 million. And just few states were not able to meet up with the 3 million. You can't even imagine that about, like Benue State paid about 1.6 million. As I'm speaking to you, the transmitters that were procured with such millions, oh God, where are those money? I understand that Rivers State, when we called for that fundraising of 3 million, Rivers State raised almost 6 million naira because our people love freedom. Our condition in Nigeria is terrible. And when that money was raised, we presented the account to Kanunennaya. Instead of them taking the 3 million and leaving the other 3 million to manage other miscellaneous expenses within the state, Kanunennaya insisted that every money contributed for transmitter must be sent to Germany. Send it to Germany. This is because Nnamdi Kanu directed it. This is because Nnamdi Kanu wanted. So tell Ikenga, it's high time he tell Nnamdi Kanu to give us account, because somewhere along the line I think he's going to do buga buga gra gra. And then he walks away, and then we keep quiet. This is just the beginning of the journey. This is just the beginning of the journey. I'm waiting for all of them. At the right time, they will come out. At the right time, they will come out. We don't fight to retreat. We fight till we achieve the aim and the original purpose why we came. Why must we be betraying our people? Many people today are sitting in Igbo land, courtesy by the virtue of the rob, stealing from their people, feeding on the blood of their people. And in our time, another monster is coming, and then after deceiving us in Abuja, and then you come back, then they call you Buruburu Ndibo, Ochaga Ndibo, Umeno Kondibo, Onye na emeni ndi be ya mandibo. Una no get sense. As I speak to you, I see the reflection of men and women who died. As I'm speaking to you, I'm still hearing the voice of children, orphans, whose parents has been killed because of the struggle. I hear the sound of grandmothers, motherless women and father. I hear the sound of the widows and the widowers. They are gone. I still remember that Akwa Ibom boy that died in UBTH Port Harcourt. And he said, he was just 17 years. He said, please, you people must continue with this Biafra. I still remember over 1,000 are incarcerated in different secret cells across Nigeria. And you people are not talking about them. I still remember Chief Goodluck of Ahuda. He's still in Port Harcourt maximum prison, and nobody's talking about them. Their families almost destroyed, their throne, they are dethroned, and so many things. I sit back and people say, it's Igbo people that are suffering. Igbo people are suffering because other tribes that are incarcerated, we don't talk about them. Don't forget, I am a custodian in this issue. You are in diaspora, you don't know anything. I am the one that knows everything. And the day this information will be released. Otu bocho nyenwa gabia oge munuvu nanya ndi mehi unu geti aka n'obi. the day this truth will come out. You see, we are here saying what you are saying. Are we shaking? Are we going anywhere? With this truth we know. Now, Ikenga want to remove attention from Nnamdi Kanu and then maybe blame it on Nnenaya. But the last time I checked, Nnenaya cannot do anything without Nnamdi Kanu authorization. So Ikenga somewhere along the line want to link Nnenaya to Uchimefo. And that is why I told you this information can only be coming from Chikeduzie. I respected Nnenaya because she saw the truth in Uchimefo. And that time the heat was high against Uchimefo. When Nnamdi Kanu was using Chukwuemeka Iruanya, Uche na Shegbu, Ugo Marama, Ugo Chukwu, Ike na Nwanonenyi, when he was hitting all their heads together, nobody really understand what was happening. Nnamdi Kanu was in Kuje prison, the same DSS dungeon, the same heartless zoo security agent, but they gave him Android phone. With that Android phone, he was destroying their head. Go and search for Facebook, Kosi Sochukwu Chibudo. That was the Facebook account Nnamdi Kanu was using to manipulate all of them. Kosi Sochukwu Chibudo, they can manipulate it, let it be 100. Nnamdi Kanu, my chat with you are still there. Njuhi. Nnenaya saw this truth. Maybe Uchimefo was being used, so Nnamdi Kanu telling Nnenaya, support Uchimefo. I loved that union. I watched them for a while. And then along the line, I noticed Nnenaya was betraying Uchimefo. And I was hated for being close to Uchimefo. And Uchimefo didn't know. I saw the difference between them. I never said this thing to Mazimefo today. And with time, when Mazimefo gave order as the deputy regarding finance, Nnenaya will counter it. When Mazimefo go back to Nnamdi Kanu for clarification, Nnamdi Kanu will snub him maturely. You know, some people wanted me to behave maturely. You know, I not behave like a big boy, more moral man, and then the truth lie. No. If we're going to fight dirty to bring out this truth, my brother, I will fight dirty. I think Nnamdi Kanu say he want to rubbish me. He has signed 27 persons around the world. They say, rubbish George Onibe until he cannot open his front door to come outside. Nnamdi Kanu, I am naked already. And I'm going to rubbish myself for you. And so people can have a glimpse of how this Biafra will be. I am your destiny and I'm your doom. And all of you trying to judge me and associate and assimilate as a result of Nnamdi Kanu disease. You are not ready for what is coming from you. I am just one man. AG more 4, AG more 4. And so that is when I discovered that Nnenaya is not a moral woman. You don't ask them where are their husbands. They don't tell you. Snapping their naked picture to give Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu send it to Simeon Ekpa and the rest of you. You should know how Nnamdi Kanu function. Why are we saying this? A time will come, the world will know that all of us were not fools. Some of us saw this evil and will stand against it. So please tell Ikenga, let him call on Nnamdi Kanu to give us account. We know a lot of company Nnamdi Kanu and his family run. We already have documents that shows the company belongs to them. They are major shareholders. Do you know most of those companies have been sold out? One of the paint company in Abia State, they have changed the ownership. So where are they running to? In the next 10 years, all the people that Nnamdi Kanu use their name to secure or loot IPOB money, blood money, all of them will claim that asset. They don't know what is coming yet. And then we look at the company, the Career Freedom Fighters group of company, Association of Nnamdi Kanu. What are they doing? What are they doing? What is the plan to stop this mess? Have you not seen that terrorism will not even give us a voice before the global community? Have you not seen that blackmailing your own people will not give you an edge over anybody? Have you not noticed that your lie has lost its potency? Have you not noticed that only true and genuine formation of a congregation that can set us free? Have you not noticed that it's not everybody you kill and you go scot-free? Have you not seen that it's going to take all of us to save all of us? Or you still believe in that illusion that you're going to sleep in Nigeria and then wake up in Biafra? And now they are threatening. There will be no election in Biafra land. Come and sing no election now, criminals. So that we remind you about sealed, delivered, and documented. But we know when that time is close, the Mpurumini discovered in Igbo land. Yoruba is not taking Mpurumini. Hausa that you used to take Tramadol, no more Tramadol, they are not taking Mpurumini. It's now China, Sangolu, and Nnamdi destroying Igbo youth with Mpurumini. Give them Mpurumini and let them snatch gun from policemen. And then go to INEC police center and then kill everybody and we will run home. But if you can obey, Kakwanebe. I need you to go with two things and pay attention to these two things. Very important, or rather three things. Number one, Nnamdi Kanu is not sick. The reason he's sick is to draw sympathy. Nnamdi Kanu, you think they are releasing you and you are going to come out and you walk, hey, Nnamdi Kanu is a savior, holy, Nnamdi Kanu. Even in the southeast, if you make PIM, you will see what you are not ready for. All those your Igbo brother you betray, you think they are keeping quiet? All those who put their life on the line to make you parade in our road, you have declared all of them wanted. I see one of your media warrior, the one that was always attacking Uchimefo. You people have you have blackmailed him, dismissed him, expelled him. He's now a saboteur, in joke or something. Very unfortunate. So you think it's going to be before? Can't you see? You can't even show his picture now. Even the thing itself. You are now going to zoom old picture. You don't know how it came about. Do you know people who made those things possible? 90% of them are now saboteur. And then what you don't know how it came about, you're sitting on it, and then you still have the temerity. We will go take oath for Aruchuku. Now they cannot take us go to different shrine to defend Biafra. Now you we want judge us. They never born you Yoruba so Biere. They never born your generation. So what are we not saying here? What are we not doing here? Why are we deceiving our people? Pay attention to Nnamdi Kanu criminality. If they release him unconditionally, Biafra will die unconditionally. If he truly mean he want Biafra, let him go for justice. It's our right. He has collected money. So he will not go there. And so when they release him unconditionally, Biafra agitation will continue unconditionally. By the earlier you understand that Nnamdi Kanu has lost hold of the whole process, good for you. Number two, while you are calling Kanunennaya to give account, please begin to also extend that your mind to tell Nnamdi Kanu, as a leader, one of the things you should arm yourself with is the fact that you redeem accountability. I beg you, give us account. Church Abasha. That will be the end of it all. Your supreme leader, sitting on blood money, a man, God that is hungry. That is why I told you, I say, if Nnamdi Kanu is a God, I will put his righteousness to the test. Just look at him now. How many days now? God is hungry. God is begging for unconditional release. God is having intestinal and gastellian disease. Stomach of Sanjuhi. He's a God. And he's even betraying his wife. Uchechi came and told you, Nnamdi Kanu is in a sound mind, he's very healthy, he's better than all of you, he's bombing and burglarizing. Nnamdi Kanu allowed his barrister to blackmail Uchechi, and so they contradict themselves. I've told Uchechi, move away from this struggle. The Biafra you know before, you now do like a pepelimpe. Atana, it's not this one any longer. Nnamdi Kanu will mess you up and he doesn't care for you. You know. He's just trying to protect his ego. It's too late. But you are first lady of Okwa, first lady of online country, right? Yeah, you cannot mind your autopilot. IPOB has a pilot. My husband, darling, Superman, is the pilot of this agitation in the Atoro. Now look at what they are making you. Very shameful and disgraceful. When you come, you talk to Nigeria, address Nigeria and get out. You are coming to address your husband, we know. Are you the first wife? Don't you know how many people he has given belly? Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu, how did Simeon Ekpa get Nelly Ofuegbu picture? Go and ask your husband Nnamdi Kanu, why is it that Nelly Ofuegbu is the one transferring all the funds for the mansion in Kenya, in the Atoro? United Nations give us asylum. Then just the court will just help Ife to get document. Because if he told you the word that their people are giving out them young in marriage, she don't want to marry very young. That is why she ran away. The case is in court in France. And eventually, with the support of some Kai freedom fighter, she now won and they gave her paper. So that to prevent the abuse of early child marriage, she got document. Now they are not telling you that UNN is now giving them document. They are now signing it in their Toro. I thought United Nations Working Group have demanded unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. Why is Nnamdi Kanu is still there? Lie will not give us Biafra. So be careful. Be careful. And then the media warrior. We don't let them entertain you. One thing I have tried not to do is not to entertain you. And so I tell you something that make you feel good, you feel hairy, you feel you're on top of the world. My guy, if you know they're on top of the world, you know they're on top of the world. Be purpose-driven. Be objectively focused. In terms of decision-making, be unmovable. Most especially when you know you are saying the right thing and doing the right thing. Pay attention to lies. When negotiations start, you will know. And some of the signs is Nigerian leaders will begin to run helter-skelter. How do we do about this matter? What do we do about this one? And then Nnamdi Kanu was earlier arrested. People were mounting pressure, not gossipers, blackmailers. But today, what are they? They are now the umbeki. They are now telling you story. Yes, we are going to give you the history. This man is a saboteur. Our leader is I think it's in the Kanu birthday. Go and celebrate it now in the Atoro. I'll leave you now here for this morning. Why are they telling Nnanya to give account? Please ask Nnamdi Kanu to give us account because he must give us account one way or the other. And when China Samori they say we are combing criminal, the real people that will defend Igbo land are the people they are killing. Quite unfortunate. You people will be watching. The real agony chamber, all of them will be hunted down. By your own money, by your own hand. They are killing them to show supremacy. They are killing them to show the dominant force in Igbo land. But you are not seeing it. You have no clue. Pay attention to the lie coming from the stable. Tell them to show you the way forward. We cannot do anything much in the open. Because the moment they know, they hijack the process and they compromise everything. Where is the Biafran financial institution? Our sisters over there in America initiated. Nnamdi Kanu hijacked it. He couldn't manage it instead. Where is Biafra government? They are billionaire human rights idiot. Nnamdi Kanu destroyed it. He couldn't manage it. Where are the platform created? If he can't manage it, he destroys them. Let us be guided. I'm not your enemy, certainly. And if you see me as one, I will reciprocate adequately. And certainly you are not my enemy and you are not the reason why I came here. Just addressing the issue that plagues us as a people. Let's leave it at this place. We'll continue. Ndewono.